Alright, so before we learn how to maneuver a poi, we're going to have to learn how to make them. These are going to be really, I don't know, like really makeshift, really, I guess you could say ghetto, because they're going to be made out of newspaper, whatever other paper you have around the house. You guys are going to need 4 types of material. You guys are going to need paper, like I said, it can be an old essay, an old test, an old quiz, newspaper, magazine. Just make sure the paper is not too thick. Like I have like a bill here, this paper is kind of thick, so this wouldn't work. But this like newspaper would work. Also, you're going to need tape. Some masking tape works great. You can use yarn, you can use ribbon as well, you can use string. I like yarn better because it's more similar to the actual poi string, and you're going to need scissors. Alright, so first thing you're going to need to do, if you guys are using newspapers, if they're long and if they're wide, cut them in 4s. So 1 and then 2. So there's going to be 4 pieces. I already have mine cut out here. Then you're going to take, so pretty much the long part, that would be like the standard paper. So for me it would be this one. You crunch it up like this. 2, 3, 4, 5. I know I could have crunched them all up together if they were laying on top of each other, but crunching them one by one gives the ball a little bit more volume, so it's more shaped like a ball. Next, you're going to need your yarn. Oh, and you can use up to 4 to 5 pieces of paper in here. Don't pass 5 because then it gets too heavy. You're going to get your string, your yarn. You're going to tie it right down the middle. So for this one, do 2 to 3 ties. Make sure it's pretty, you tie it pretty good, so it doesn't fly off when we're actually spinning them. Next, I need you guys to stand up if you're not already up. Then you're going to let this fall to your side, alright? So pretty much don't let it touch the ground. It should be around 1 to 2 inches at the most up from the ground, because this is for the long poi. Alright, so this is, you guys stand up straight. That's pretty good. Cut the string on the opposite side of your hand, so you guys actually have room to maneuver it. And because you're going to braid it, so leave about 2 to 3 inches on the other side of your hand. So, like that. Alright? You're going to need to make 2 more strings that are around the same length. So start up here, pass it a little underneath this little, I don't know, mush of paper, and do 2 exactly like that. So, 1. So I have 2 more strings, alright? Next, we're going to tie those strings to our paper. Same like you tied the first one. Try to tie these on top of the knot that you already have there, so it's easier to braid. So now you have 3 strings, alright? Next thing you're going to need to do before anything else is braid, alright? If you guys don't know how to braid, YouTube how to braid, alright? So just pretty much braid these 3 strings together. Don't make the braid so tiny because it's going to take you forever. Just make sure it's together, alright? At the end, when your braid's up here, you're going to need to tie a knot at least 1 to 2 inches from where the end of the string is, alright? So I would tie it around here. Right, now I would have this much, and this would be braided. Next thing you're going to need to do, the string's going to droop down, and this on top, you're going to get one side, curl it up, the other side, curl it up as well, and try to round it out a little. So you see you have this, the knot's hanging down. And then you're going to need to get another piece of paper. So let me cut this really quick. So another piece of paper. look like you're covering it. Like a candy. Like a lollipop. Yeah, lollipop. Alright, so you're going to have this ball looking thing. So the paper could stay there. You're going to grab whatever tape you have. And at this base down here, you're going to spin around the tape. Go around about 2 times just to make sure. Try to make it closer to the ball instead of down here so you have more type of spinning. Alright, if you guys have any type of excess paper, you guys can go ahead and cut it so it looks prettier, I guess you could say. So now you have this ball. Make sure you stand up. This should be braided. Make sure you stand up. There's some about 1 inch or 2 coming out from this side of your hand. You stand straight up. It should be 1 inch or 2 above the ground. And you have 1. So I need you guys to make 2. Alright, so that's it.